A very good evening, everyone. How are you all? So let's wait for 5 minutes for the aspirants to join. Until then, the people who have already joined can scan the QR codes presented on the screen to stay connected with us.
A very good evening, everyone. We'll be starting in another 2 minutes. You can ask your friends to join. And until then, you can follow us on our YouTube channel and join the Telegram group to stay connected with us. Hello, Navika and Binu. We see your comments. So, anybody who has any doubts or anything can post them and we will connect separately.
Okay, so a very good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to all the aspirants and the audience joining us today for this exciting webinar hosted by SIDTM Pune. The journey to cracking SNAP and securing admission into an MBA institute can seem overwhelming, but don't worry. This session is designed by the Branding and Admissions Committee of SIDTM to give you the insights, tips, and strategies you need to excel in SNAP 2024 and strengthen your MBA journey. Additionally, we would be guiding you on how taking admission into SIDTM feels like or why you should join us. I would suggest you to wait till the end because we also have for you the question answer round in which you can clear all your doubts, be it regarding SNAP, taking admission into SIDTM, or regarding your MBA preparation. So before we begin, let me quickly share how you can stay connected with us. So on the screen, you'll find QR codes for our Telegram group and YouTube channel. These platforms are your gateway to our valuable resources, timely updates, and helpful content for your preparation. Just scan the codes to stay in the loop. Let's now move ahead and meet the host for the today's session, starting with Aakshi.
So, very good evening, everyone. I am Aakshi Gera, born and brought up in Gurgaon. I hold an undergrad degree in BBA from the North Cap University, Gurgaon itself. I did a few internships in marketing, but I felt the need of completing the circle of my education first before getting into the corporate life. So here I am at SIDTM. And now talking about SIDTM, why I chose it. after COVID, I realized how everything has moved towards digital, and how technology was very powerful at that moment. And till now, also, technology is one of the greatest requirements in the market right now. And being in SIDTM, it stands for Symbiosis Institute of Digital and Telecom Management. That is why I felt that getting into a college which teaches you the digital side of the business is very necessary at this moment. And that is how I landed into SIDTM. Over to you, Vaishnavi.
Hello, everyone. As Aakshi mentioned, my name is Vaishnavi and I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I did my summer internship in one of the big four organizations, and I have work experience of about a little over a year in the marketing department of an IT based startup. And I'm also a commerce graduate. One of the reasons why I decided to join SIDTM was during my stint at my previous organization, I realized the importance of keeping in touch with technology and various digital trends. And when I got to know about SIDTM and its curriculum and how the curriculum is very in tune to industry standards, I realized this would be a great platform for me to learn about technology and also hone my managerial skills. So this would be a great way to learn management with a touch of technology.
Hi guys, I am Yashika Gakkhar. I did my bachelor's in commerce from University Maharani College in Jaipur, post which I did 6 months of internship at Autopal in marketing. During my internship, I realized what industry wants nowadays, that is a blend of business acumen with technology insights, which drove me towards aiming for SIDTM, after which I started preparing for SNAP last year.
Good evening, everyone. It's been really interesting hearing the diverse experiences from the non-technical backgrounds. As for me, I am from the technical side here at SITTM. So I am Sayak Mondal, and I come from Kolkata, West Bengal. I've done my graduation in electrical and electronics engineering from Christ University, Bangalore. After that, I began my professional journey at ITC Infotech, where I worked as an associate IT consultant in the BFSI domain for around 1.5 years. Being from a technical background and having a work ex, technology was my forte. So choosing SIDTM after engineering was a smart move for me because it blends your technical skills with a business insights. Currently, I am pursuing MBA here and I'm part of the branding and admissions committee. So can you move to the next slide? So yes, so now let me walk you through the key sections and the structure of the SNAP exam. So basically, the SNAP exam is divided into three main sections. First one is general English. So this section is all about your proficiency in the English language, including grammar, vocabulary, and reading comprehension. So you can just spend max to max 8 to 9 minutes in this section. So Yashika, can you please tell us that what was your experience of this section during the exam?
Yeah, so I had observed that general English seems to have fewer questions as compared to the other sections, but I think every mark counts in SNAP. So English might have fewer questions, but they are often quick to solve. So it's an opportunity for you to score. So strong vocabulary and reading comprehension can make a big difference in that.
Absolutely. So adding to that, the difficulty varies across the slots. So I think candidates should approach each slot differently in their preparation.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think the preparation should be consistent overall because candidates can practice full length mocks, simulating various levels of difficulty, so that they can be ready for anything in the exam that comes.
Excellent. So after that, we have analytical and logical reasoning. So this section contains the highest number of questions, which is 25. So for this section, you can just practice a variety of question types to improve speed and accuracy. Also, you have to focus on understanding the patterns and logics of the connections and manage your time efficiently during the exam. After that, we have quant, which is quantitative ability, data interpretation, and data sufficiency. This includes 20 questions and with a slightly higher difficulty. For this section, you can focus on strengthening your fundamentals in mathematics and regularly practice diverse problem sets. Develop quick calculation techniques, which is very helpful during the exam, and data interpretation skills to enhance efficiency during the exam. According to me, the best thing about Snap is that you can switch between sections at any time. So, there is no individual time limit for each section. For every correct answer, you are awarded +1 mark across all the sections. However, there is negative marking, which is 0.25 marks, will be deducted for each incorrect answer. This thing makes accuracy highly important, as careless mistakes can cost you valuable marks. I think this understanding this whole structure is very crucial for the candidates, as it helps you to allocate time and give effort. Can you move to the next slide? Yes. Now let's discuss the level of difficulty across the different SNAP exams. So we are going to compare the trends from 2022 and 2023. So for 2022 and 23, slot 1 was lengthy, but it was moderate to difficult. Second slot was easy for both the years, but quant was lengthy. And the final slot was lengthy as well as difficult for both the years. Yashika, can you please tell us that last year how many slots did you attempt?
So I had attempted two slots for Snap 2023, the first and the last one. But I would suggest the aspirants to attempt all the three slots because the difficulty level varies across the three slots. And you will be in a better position if you get all the three slots, if you give all the three slots. Yeah.
Absolutely correct. I have given all the slots in 2023. So what I noticed there, there will be some questions which will consume a lot of time. So these are called the speed breakers. So you have to choose the right set of questions at first. Practice as many PYQs as possible because concepts get repeated in exam. Also, every year there are 4 to 5 questions whose answers will be none of the above. So don't panic, don't waste your time if you do not find your answer in the options. And last but not the least, please do not skip any chapters. I'm telling again, please do not, because last year what happened was people neglected a height and distance chapter, and 3 to 4 questions were there from height and distance in every slot. So at least learn the basics if you are planning to skip any specific chapter. So yeah, that's about it. Now over to Yashika.
Okay, so you might be feeling overwhelmed by the vast syllabus and the limited time left for Snap. So here's a simple yet powerful framework to help you focus your efforts where it matters the most. The prioritization matrix. This matrix is designed to help you allocate your time and efforts wisely by categorizing your task based on important factors. So first comes the first priority task. So these are the tasks with immediate deadlines, which are both high impact and urgent. For Snap, these could include revising core concepts and taking high quality mock test. Now, if you're talking about high quality mock test, if you're worrying about getting free mocks, SIDTM welcomes you to register to the links which is shared in the chat. You will get quality mocks with expert key analysis absolutely free. Coming back to the topics of high priority, these include past year topics which get repeated and also the topics with which you are comfortable. If I were to share my key areas of first priority, that would be focusing on arithmetic, algebra, and number system in quants, vocabulary and grammar in verbal, because that holds the major part. When it comes to reasoning, solving questions of critical reasoning and arrangements are very scoring. So now comes the second priority task. These are high impact but not very urgent. For instance, reviewing less critical topics that still hold weight in the exam. These include picking up topics with which you are well versed. I would keep reading comprehension in this block for SNAP. So you have to go through these areas after you have gone through the first priority task. Then comes the third priority. These will include tasks like addressing small doubts or reviewing already mastered topics. Finally, tasks that are both low impact and low urgency should be eliminated altogether to save time. So, by following this matrix, you can avoid getting overwhelmed and prepared by a systematic approach for Snap 2024. So, finally, let's talk about some actionable tips to help you score 45 plus with good accuracy in Snap 2024 because that's our ultimate goal. So, as you prepare for SNAP, keep two things in mind: speed and accuracy. SNAP is a time bound exam, so you need to practice solving questions quickly with minimizing mistakes. Focus on high scoring areas by analyzing the past trends and identifying topics that carry more weight. Don't try to cover everything, prioritize what will give you the maximum return. Mocks are your best friend. Take them regularly, and let me tell you, solving mocks is one part, but spending time analyzing them is way more important. That's what I have learned from my experience. Learn from your mistakes and tweak your strategies. Also, developing a knack for smart guesswork is very important. Understand when to attempt a question and when to skip it. After all, it's better to avoid negative marking in an exam like SNAP. Finally, in the last week, don't overwhelm yourself by starting new topics. Instead, revise thoroughly, focus on your strengths, and stay confident. That's about it.
Thank you so much, Yashika, for the detailed tips that you've given the aspirants. I believe you've definitely added value to their preparation journey. Now, let's take a short break from the SNAP related talk and talk about SIDTM. So, as our name suggests, we're a techno managerial B school. It's been about 25 plus years that SIDTM has been established, and we are mainly rooted in the ICT and digital technology management domains. The proof of our success is in the contributions that have been made by our alumni in various ICT and digital domains globally. SIDTM as an institute also believes in developing individuals in a well rounded manner and believes in holistic development. Our curriculum is also tuned according to industry requirements. Students here are exposed to a lot of seminars, guest lectures, industrial visits, and several professional events that give them a picture of how the real world works and also puts them at a place where they can make meaningful contributions to the tasks that they are assigned or the domains that they're a part of. SITTM as an institute is also focused on research and publication. Many of our students have published their research papers in international conferences like IEEE, and also in case you're more curious about this, I would suggest you can go to our website and definitely have a look. There's more in-depth information regarding the research papers over there. Now, so our coursework revolves around live case studies, as I mentioned earlier, workshops, and also a summer internship. We get to choose between three specializations, that is analytics, marketing, and systems, and have a minor of finance, and this can be done in the second semester of our first year. When it comes to analytics, we have subjects like social media analytics, visual analytics. We learn about programming languages like Python. There's also Tableau, Power BI, and these form an integral part of this particular specialization. A few profile-specific roles are associate consultant, business analyst. There's also project manager and also risk management. Coming to the marketing specialization, it includes subjects in marketing and also the technological aspect of marketing. There are subjects like brand management, channel management, product management, and also consumer behavior, to name a few, which equip students not only in B2B but also B2C marketing. A few prospective profiles in terms of placement um, is in sales, business development. There's also territory sales market manager, and also in digital marketing. And the final specialization, that's systems, which I'm also a part of, contains various industry relevant certifications and trainings in AWS. There's cybersecurity, internal audit, and also DevOps. A few Prospective profiles are tech risk consultant, cybersecurity consultant, internal audit, pre-sales consultants, process consultant, and IT advisory, to name a few. Um, Personally, this has really helped. The subjects that I've learned in this particular specialization, like cloud-based architecture, has personally formed a good base for me to contribute in the tasks that were assigned to me at my internship as well. So, in fact, I'd just like to mention that Shayok is an engineer, but he's taken up marketing and finance. So I'd just like to ask him, what was really going in your mind, and why did you decide to take up marketing?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for asking me this question. So, basically, I am a people oriented person who loves talking to and connecting with others. And I've always wanted to bring this into my professional life. My technical background gives me strong analytical skills, which I can combine with a marketing strategist in the technology field. So, I think that is why I thought marketing would be the best option for me. So, yeah, that's about it.
Right, that's great. Now, moving to the next slide, so I'm going to be talking about the batch profile here. Um, so, since ours is a little our curriculum is a little technically oriented, is towards that side. We definitely have a higher percentage of engineers compared to non-engineers. However, as you can see on your screen, there are people from different backgrounds as well, and this is done to ensure diversity. And it's particularly necessary when we're doing group projects and approach tasks together as a group, because of the different perspectives that people from different schools of thought bring together, and that definitely adds value to the final outcome that we put out. Uh, we also have a good mix of freshers and people with work experience. Students with come from companies like EY, Tech Mahindra, TCS, Genpact, IBM, to name a few. Now, Akshi will be taking over.
Thank you so much, Vaishnavi. So, finally, talking about the placements. Placements is one of the major factors through which any aspirant decide their B school, and it is only fair because this is how you predefine the return on investment part. And SIDTM has one of the best placements. To mention it, for summer placements, the statistics for batch 23 to 25, the highest stipend went up till 4 lakhs, and the average top 25 was 1,88,400. Top 50 was 1,24,800, and top 75 was 1,947. To talk about the final placements, can we move further? Yes. So for final placements for the batch of 2022 to 24, the highest package went up till 29 lakhs 4,000. Average package was 13 lakhs 8,039. And to talk about the top 15 and top 25, it was 20 lakhs 40,433 and 18 lakhs 17,220 respectively. And now finally, for freshers, it was 12 lakh 11,484, and for laterals, it was 14 lakh 1,873. And now, one thing that I would like to mention, for me, definitely placements was one of the major factors, but also what I defined return on investment was on the basis of a brand name too, the reputation that Symbiosis holds. So when you go to in a well-reputed college, it is a huge brand and it attracts many huge brands when you are in one of them. So to talk about our recruiters, can we move to the further slide? Yeah, I was talking about the brand name. So when we see a brand getting in touch with a brand, being in a college which is so well reputed, companies and the recruiters come accordingly. And to name a few, Accenture is one of our recruiters. Then there is Capgemini, there's Team Capability Network, Deloitte, EY, there is PwC, Vodafone Idea, and many others that are mentioned here. There is Tata Capital, Wipro. These two factors, what I felt is one major two reasons that you should join a B school, and you should analyze on the basis of this, because it definitely matters what kind of network you are getting to form, and what kind of opportunities you are getting, the exposure that you might get, and then it depends on you what you are able to grab. And SIDTM definitely offers ample number of opportunities for every aspirant. And that is all about it from our side. Can we move to the last slide? So before we open the floor for Q&A, there is this event that SIDTM conducts, which is the SimConnect, and it is the Aspirant Interaction Program. It is for all the aspirants who have doubts and confusions related to SNAP exam or SIDTM. And we have started this event to help all the aspirants because we understand and we can connect with you because it is a very crucial time for you. And there are millions of things in your head, and to address all of that, we are here. You can scan this QR code to register for SimConnect, and also we are officially providing some mocks. You must be giving mocks with Cracku, and now you can also get mocks from us as well. So you can register on this link, and now the floor is open for Q&A. You all can drop the questions in the comment section, and we are going to address a few. Yes, so we have already received a few questions. To start, one of the aspirant is asking, is it possible to crack SNAP if I start now? I mean, my little bit basics cover for logical reasoning and in quant arithmetic and algebra. So how should I approach? Yashika, would you like to take this answer?
Yeah, I would like to take this. So even if you're not prepared well until now, what you can do is you can focus on key areas and the topics which are mostly repeated in every exam. For example, previously also I told that in quant you can focus on arithmetic and algebra as of now because exam is very near. And what you can do in verbal is you can go ahead with vocabulary based questions and grammar. You should do grammar thoroughly because snap is majorly covered with the grammar. And for reasoning, you should do critical reasoning questions, and solving puzzles and arrangement questions can help you go a long way if you are starting your preparation now.
Thank you so much, Yashika. Next question I have for Vaishnavi. What is SIDTM's real cutoff? Is 80 percentile enough? Do company recruit for position like area sales manager in SIDTM?
So to answer your question, there's no predefined cutoff, but you should have a minimum of 85 percentile for better chance of conversion. And as far as job profiles are concerned, I think your question is more towards what the role of what roles come under marketing specialization. So let me just reiterate what I mentioned in the earlier slides. So a few prospective profiles are in sales, there in business development, digital marketing. There's also territory sales manager, to name a few. And you can also go to our SIDTM website for more detailed information.
Okay, thank you. Shayok, would you like to answer next question? The
Yeah,
question
sure.
is that how was the transition from cat to snap in such a shorter duration? Any tips?
So actually, it's a funny at the same time. It's a good question. So if you are just devastated with your CAT exam, or if you are not sure with the result, what you can do is you can just take a break for 1 to 2 days and just prepare, start to prepare for snap. And also you can prepare for snap simultaneously. There is nothing difference from cat to snap. Just add some extra chapters like syllogism and logical reasoning part. There are some few topics like puzzles and all, so you can just add on to that and practice it simultaneously, and just you can give some mocks before the exam and you're good to go.
Okay, so the next question is that what is the biggest weakness of our college? So I'd like to address that. To talk about the weakness, it could be for the people who want to opt for general MBA, because SIDTM offers niche MBA, and if it's not a clarity in your opinion already, then the SIDTM offers niche MBA, and if you have an opinion of opting for general MBA, then coming to SIDTM could be a weakness for you. And it could also be a positive thing for the people, because Niche knowledge is something that is required in the market right now. So basically, jack of all trades is a master of none. That is what I believe. And according to me, that is why I opted for a niche MBA, because niche knowledge is very important these days. So that is how you can analyze about your strengths and weaknesses about this college. So next question would be, is it advisable to join SIDTM from a commerce background? Yashika, your type of question this is.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I think I would like to tell you my experience. I was also from commerce background, and just as you are in a dilemma about joining SIDTM, I was also. But my doubts got cleared as soon as I joined this college, because there are because if you're really interested in knowing the trends, in which our industry is going towards, so you'll see that every industry nowadays wants technology insights with the general course you're pursuing. So I think if you have interest in learning how technology is developing nowadays, so SIDTM is a very good place for you. And being from a commerce background, there is no you should not worry about it, because SIDTM offers bridge classes for the chap courses which are technical. So you can really so they can really help you if you're attending the bridge classes. So yeah.
Just to add on that, bridge classes are there for technical as well as non-technical people. So everybody is not considered at par, but when you're at SIDTM, everybody is at par. And to fill in the gaps, for technical people, there are non-technical bridge classes, and for non-technical people, there are technical bridge classes, so that everybody feels stable at SIDTM. And there's a specific question for Yashika. Could you please repeat the topics to be covered with utmost importance? And then Shayak can also add to this. Let's start with Yashika.
Yeah, sure. So, the important topics for SNAP 2024 can be, when we talk about quants, you should firstly focus on arithmetic. When you're thorough with your arithmetic, you should go ahead with algebra. And in algebra and arithmetic, I would suggest you to cover all the topics and miss nothing, because that holds the major part in the paper. And after that, you should go for number system. So, if we talk about verbal ability, you should go for grammar, because that holds the major part in verbal ability, and also the vocabulary based questions like idioms and phrases, parajumbles. So, be very thorough with them. And for reasoning, you should solve the critical reasoning questions like statement and assumptions, statement and conclusions. They are very important for the SNAP exam. And also they get repeated every year. So based on the PYQs, you can prepare for that. And apart from that, arrangements and puzzles questions are very important. That's it.
So exactly, adding to that, you can just, as I told earlier, you can just revise the concepts of height and distance, or you can learn it, at least the basics, because from the past 2 years it is getting repeated. And in logical reasoning, syllogism is very important. Three questions are there always. And for general English, synonyms and antonyms are important. So yeah, that's about it.
Yes, so next question, Vaishnavi can suggest. Just adding on to what they both have said, you can also use the prioritization matrix that we mentioned in the PPT. That concept will genuinely help you. Yes, so next question, Vaishnavi, which snap mocks do you suggest? Even though we have
Uh,
discussed it, let's
So there are
preempt it.
multiple good mocks that are available for Snap. You can try the mocks made by Cracku as well, since they're very well researched and properly drafted. And you could also go for the free mocks that we give out, which includes a collection of expected questions and past year questions. So I think that would give you good practice. And also, while doing mocks, make sure you set an environment for yourself that is similar to the exam environment. That would really help you.
Okay. So multiple times we have received one question: what is the cutoff for SIDTM? Just to reiterate once, 85 plus percentile is a safe score to get into SIDTM. And yes, all the best for that. And next question would be, I am confused, should I fill the form of SNAP or not? Anybody who would like to address this question? Vaishnavi?
Yeah, so I think there's no doubt about it. You should definitely fill out the SNAP exam form because, first of all, it's a student-friendly exam, and all you have to figure out in this is time management. There's 60 questions and there's 60 minutes, and there's also no sectional cutoff, unlike other exams, which makes it more easier compared to them. And honestly, when you fill the SNAP exam, you also have access to numerous institutes, SIDTM being one of them, and that gives you loads of opportunities as well.
Yes, definitely. If you're planning to do MBA this year, you should definitely fill out the form. Why leave any option when you have so many? So, after SNAP result, can we fill the form? Will SIDTM reopen forms after SNAP result? Yes, I think you can fill the form of for SIDTM later also after exams. The SIDTM officially closes its form on 8th of January, and you can apply before that. How can we manage time with accuracy in quant section? Shayak, would you like to answer this?
Yeah. So you can do multiple things like you can just give mocks as many as possible. You can just practice the PYQs also as many as possible because the more you practice the different varieties of question, you will just look the question and think about the solution. So no need to panic during the exam if you are not getting any answer, just keep moving on to the next question. So just revise your calculations twice. So yeah, that's how you can just make up your accuracy.
Yeah, adding to that, if you will use the prioritization matrix that I had shown in the slides prior, that would really help you to manage time with accuracy in quant section or any other section also. And if you want us to take the session for that matrix, so we would be taking the session on our YouTube channel. So you can join there for in-depth session also.
Thank you, guys. And there's another question. How many mocks should I attempt for SNAP 2024 from now? Shayak?
Yeah, so from if you are starting to give mocks from now on, so what you can do is for you can have 2 days of gap between every mocks. You take more time to analyze it. You start to learn new concepts by analyzing your mocks. When it is before just 2 weeks your exam, you can give multiple mocks in one day, like just two mocks per day, so that will boost your confidence more.
Okay, great. There is this question that do you provide mocks or practice questions for SNAP? Definitely. Just scan this QR code and you will receive the mocks from SIDTM, and you can also stay in loop through SimConnect. Okay, so I have a question for Vaishnavi. Does a gap year matter in SIDTM admission?
So, a gap year doesn't matter that much, but to be on the safer side, try scoring a higher percentile in SNAP. So, whenever you have a gap year, you should be able to justify what you've done during that time and how productively you've used it. You could talk about any NGO experience that you have. You could talk about a couple of internships that you've done during that period, or any certifications that you've done as well, to justify how productive you've been during that time.
Just adding on to this question that an aspirant is asking, I have a gap of 1.5 years. Will it affect getting admission in SIDTM as well as in the placement process?
So no, I think my answer would still remain the same. It would not affect your chances in admission or placement process that much, as far as I mean, it's not something that you should be worrying about at this point. You should be able to justify what you've done. So yeah, try doing a couple of try speaking about a couple of internships that you've done, certifications, or any new hobby that you've perhaps picked up during that period.
Thank you so much. Now, an aspirant is asking how to handle pressure during exam. Yashika, would you like to answer?
Yeah. So I would suggest to stay calm and trust your preparation. First of all, panicness is created when you are looking at the syllabus which is not covered. So I would suggest the syllabus that you're covered and you're well versed with, revise it thoroughly so that you can be confident on that part, and then take up one by one topics for the part which you're not well versed with. So by that trick, you can also prepare yourself. Yeah.
And adding to that, there will be some questions in the exam to make you panic. So don't panic, just keep moving on to the next question. And as I've told earlier, there will be some questions whose answer will be none of the above in the options. So if you can't find your answer in the option, just think about it and just mark it none of the above and keep moving on. So yeah.
Great. So to avoid the panic, I think just attempt the section which you are most confident about. That will give you the utmost confidence in the beginning. And if you land up to any question that which you are not able to solve, or you find you earlier you thought that it is an easier question, but ultimately turned out to be difficult, then just flag that question and then come back to it later. That is how I think you can avoid negative marking. So next question is, does the college have product manager roles, Vaishnavi?
So as I've mentioned earlier, we do have a product manager roles, and that that is not really specific to any specialization, irrespective of you being in analytics, marketing, or systems for that matter. As long as a particular company does not have any specific requirements, all eligible students can apply for a particular role, and yeah, try their chance at it.
Another question we have that what are the major courses offered at SIDTM? Vaishnavi only can address this since she's in second year. Now she has
Uh,
better knowledge about it.
so yeah, so the courses are at SIDTM are slightly technical. As I've mentioned, we have three specializations: analytics, systems, and marketing, which we get to choose in the second semester of our college. In analytics specialization, we have courses related to data science, machine language, and social media marketing, visual analytics. We learn to use tools like Power BI, Tableau, and so on. In marketing, the subjects are more related to the technical aspect in marketing. There are subjects like brand management, there's consumer behavior, and so on. And in systems, there's subjects like cloud-based architecture, digital forensics, ICT consulting, to name a few. So these are the kind of courses you would get to learn here.
Okay, thank you so much. Guys, if you have any more questions, you can quickly add in the comment section. And yeah, so next question is your college good for core finance role? Vaishnavi, would you like to take up this as well?
Uh, as I mentioned, finance is a minor specialization at SIDTM. We definitely do have courses related to finance, like cost accounting, managerial accounting, but the kind of course that we offer here is more technical and um, and uh, and more towards digital uh, and the ICT industry.
Okay, thank you. One question we have is that please tell me admit card should be colorful or black and white? Colorful, it should be colorful. I think that is the requirement from Snap perspective. And yeah, so major courses offered at SIDTM we have addressed. Um, Do we need excellent communication skills to get selected at SIDTM? Yashika, can you take over this question?
Yeah. So what I would suggest is you need to score a good percentile in Snap because then you will have a GEPI round for taking part in SIDTM. So there, your communication skills will play a major role because all you because the confidence is the key to any interview or a group discussion. And also when you become a part of SIDTM for your internships and your placements, communication skills play a major role. And yeah, if you are not very sure about your communication skills, don't worry, you'll get yourself prepared once you become a part of the college, because there are many events and public speaking which you will like experience here. So yeah.
And I think adding on to that, communication skills also depend on your confidence, and you feel confident when you have enough knowledge about something. So be well prepared while sitting for your GEPI rounds. Also, be confident about what you have studied, and that is how I think you will be okay. Your communication skills will be fine. And then there is this question: is SIDTM and SIBM both in the same campus? Yes, we share the same campus. The common areas like hostels, library, mess area, all of them are same. Just the academic block is different. So yeah, we share the same campus. There is this question by aspirant which I did not understand. Uh, Rashi, can you please comment again? Her question is the officially mock close to real snap exam? If anyone of you understands, can you address?
I think she's trying to ask that if the official mock is at par to the snap exam or not.
Okay, so you can answer it also.
So yeah, so I mean, you cannot predict such exams, but yes, what we provide in the official mock exam, it is at par to the of that proper snap exam, and it is following the trends for the past few years. So yes, you can definitely buy it.
Not buy it exactly. You can scan this QR
Yeah.
code and then you can register to for the 3 months. And one question is that what is the minimum percentile I should aim for? 85 plus is the safe score, as we have told earlier. Um, does the exam scores will be normalized across the slots? Anybody can address to this question. Does the exam score will be normalized across the slot? I think the score is on the basis of every attempt, and
Yes, it will not be normalized. So
yeah,
you can. That's why we will advise that you, if you can, you just attempt all the three slots.
yes. And then adding on to that, we have another question: is it a bad idea to give SNAP and NMAT in gap of just 2 days? I think it totally depends on you and how well versed and prepared you are with both the exams and how you can manage. It is a very subjective question, so make a decision according to your preparation. I think it will be fine. I am from commerce background. Is it worth joining SIDTM, Yashika?
Yeah. So I think absolutely it is worth joining SIDTM because the program is designed to be inclusive and it focuses on the digital and technology management because these are the areas that are highly relevant in today's business world. As you can see in any company that requires the technical side also apart from your general curriculum. So you will build a solid foundation in management. Along with that, you will be able to study the technical aspects of the general MBA. So you will be a techno manager here. Even if you are from a commerce background, that is a techno managerial role is what every company looks for. So yeah, I think your joining in SIDTM is worth, even if you are from a commerce background, because I am too, and I think I'm doing great here.
Thank
Also,
you
just
so much,
adding on to
Yashika.
that, the fact that
Yeah,
there are three commerce students on this panel is enough proof of it.
yes, definitely. So, is it possible to crack Snap in 1 to 2 weeks after CAT for someone who has prepared decently for CAT? Shaya, would you like to answer this?
Yes, absolutely, you can crack it. Just take one day, just take a gap of one day, and just revise the basics and the fundamentals of maths, LR, and just go through the patterns of the general English because it is different from the CAT. So yes, you can definitely crack it. And you are telling that you have a you have given a decent amount of effort in CAT. So just give multiple mocks every day before the snap exam. So that will work for you.
Thank you, Shayad. We have next question. Is it good idea to attempt all 60 questions? Um, who would like to answer this? Okay, I can
Uh,
address it. Okay, go ahead, Vaishnavi.
So I think it depends on how well you've prepared, honestly. Personally speaking, I did not focus on completing all 60 questions because I didn't want to risk negative marking. So I first focused on my strengths. I started off with general English and only focused on questions that I was completely sure were right, and that worked in my favor. Um, so yeah, that is what I would suggest. Unless you're completely sure about the answer, I would tell you to stick to the safer side and only attempt questions that you're absolutely sure about.
Yes, okay, definitely. Is SIDTM particular field specific? Like I am from agriculture background. Does it hamper my chances in GDPR? Vaishnavi, can you take this up?
So note that being from a different background is not something that will hamper your candidature or during the admission process at all. You should, I would suggest you try to portray how interested you are in the curriculum and why you think it would, joining SIDTM would add value to your career. So I think if you have that clear, you are able to communicate that properly, then no, it won't hamper your chances here.
And we do have people from agricultural background here, and the entire batch is very diverse. So definitely it won't hamper your chances. Tell me about the waiting list after interviews. Does it shift category wise or in general? So this question, like the answer to this question is highly dynamic, and it definitely cannot be predicted as of now. Last year our waitlist did not move, but a year before that it did. So it is dynamic. It can't be predicted definitely. Um, there is this aspirant asking about the batch size, fees, and return on investment. Uh, Shaya, would you like to answer?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
So, an aspirant is asking about the batch size and the fees and the return on investment.
So for us, the batch size is 176, and the fees is around 20 lakhs, around 20 lakhs. And you can't just say the ROI on the basis of package, because this is one time investment, and what you will be taking from the college is will be with you for lifetime, and it will increase your year on year. So think about it like that, and go ahead.
Yeah, just adding on to that, all of the answers are really dynamic to this question. Again, the batch size is going to be 160 plus, and the fees is like any other B school. And about the ROI, we have discussed it earlier. It depends on two major factors, that is the placements and what kind of network you are making, the opportunities that you are getting, and the brand name that you are getting into. So I think there are multiple factors to decide the ROI.
Absolutely.
Yes. There is this aspirant asking, does SIDTM offer MBA in digital marketing? Um, Yashika can take this up, I think.
Yeah. So as we have mentioned earlier, there are three specializations for MBA. Like there is marketing, analytics, and systems. So digital marketing is one of the subjects that is offered in marketing specialization. So you can study it, but core MBA in digital marketing is not offered by SIDTM.
Yes, definitely. So what we are trying to do here is that we are taught the digital side of every aspect. So for marketing also, the digital side is taught. And to talk about the placements, there are roles related to digital marketing. So I think that pretty much answers the question. Um, Next question is SIDTM worth joining for someone with 26 months of work ex? What is the enhanced salary I can expect post MBA from the institute? I think work ex related Shayad can answer because he's from a technical background having work ex.
So yes, you can definitely think of SIDTM to join the MBA, and 26 months I would say is the ideal amount of work which MBA aspirant is like needs to have for good companies. And in hand salary you can't predict right now; it is very subjective. So you just prepare well, join SIDTM, and rest it will take care itself. So.
Yeah, so to talk about the enhanced salary part, multiple opportunities are being offered. Like we showed you the slide with our recruiters. Multiple job opportunities come, and it depends. It totally depends on you what you are able to crack and how knowledgeable you are. How can you impress the recruiter, and how can you crack that opportunity? So it is highly subjective. Ma'am, I'm from engineering background and I'm afraid of finance. I don't have basic knowledge about finance. Is finance hard at SIDTM? Shayad, would you like to take this as well?
Yeah, sure. So, I understand your question. So, SIDTM is basically designed to help all the students, including those who are from engineering backgrounds, as well as to build a strong foundation in the finance. So, the curriculum starts with the basics, and the faculty is very supportive. You can clear your doubt whenever you want to, and plus the integration of finance across all the specialization ensures that you will gradually get comfortable with it. So yeah, that's about it.
Great. What about Big Four in campus? Vaishnavi, would you like to take over?
So the Big Fours do come onto the campus as Akshi's mentioned, and you've probably also seen in the list of recruiters. And I also happened to do my internship there. So it's been a pretty great experience, and the curriculum here at SIDTM is very industry relevant, as I mentioned. A few of the subjects also have pinpointed, like cloud-based architecture, which have really helped me form a base for the tasks that I've done there or any discussions that I've had. Um, because of the curriculum here, the subjects that I took up, I was able to, hold a discussion there and play a very contributive role to the tasks that I've been assigned.
Great. We have another question related to student profile. So, to talk about student profile, I think that is what we have here is really diverse. It depends on you totally. How can you justify what all you have done? How knowledgeable you are about what you have done, and to talk about like if you have a gap year, if you can justify it well, then there is no need to worry about anything from that. How is campus life, Yashika? And then Shah can also add, since you are in your first year, how does it feel?
Yeah. So when I entered into the campus, it felt very good seeing the weather, and because at that time when new aspirants join, it is all raining and it is all cloudy here, and you will enjoy a lot. Trust me. So we enjoyed a lot. The campus life is very good. It is. it is a lushy green campus where you can enjoy, and we have walks, and you can roam here and there. It is a pretty big campus, so I enjoy it a lot.
And adding to that, uh, when the new aspirant come, so the time will be monsoon, and during this time, everywhere you can see clouds. So you will actually feel like you are on cloud nine. So that's a wholesome feeling. So you should come here. So that's about it.
I think we have addressed pretty much everything. Many aspirants were asking about the placement report again and again. So can we go to that slide again once? I will just tell it again, and then we can end the session. Summer placements and final placements report. Yeah, so here are the statistics for the summer placements for batch 2023 and 25. The highest stipend was 4 lakhs. Average top 25 was 1 lakh 88,400. Average top 50 and 75 was 1 lakh 24,800 and 1 lakh 947 respectively. And to talk about the final placements, can we move to the next slide? Yeah, so statistics for batch 2024 to 24 for final placements was this. The highest package went up till 29 lakhs 4,000. Average package was 13 lakhs 8,039. And about top 15 and top 25 was 20 lakh 40,433. And then 18 lakh 17,220. For freshers and lateral, it was 12 lakh 11,484. And for laterals, it was 14 lakh 1,873. One major thing which I noticed when I was getting into SIDTM was during COVID, I noticed every other B school had their graphs down for their average placements. But I found SIDTM to be one of the exceptional colleges. The graph has always gone up, touch wood, and I hope it goes up every year, especially for the students that will be joining us next year. And I think we have pretty much addressed all the questions. Thank you so much, guys. One last thing, if you can go to the last slide once, Vaishnavi. Yeah, so finally, again, you can scan this QR code to register for SimConnect and for official mocks from SIDTM. SimConnect is the aspirant interaction program, and we'll be helping you with all the doubts and queries that you might have. All of us are from branding and admissions committee, and what all we do is that we help the aspirants. And thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you so much, guys. It was a lovely evening. I hope you all have a great night ahead. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.